the line.
Did you get camera alerts? Look at that. Look at the grass. Look at the grass on that. Look. No, he can have one. Okay. Come in and talk to us about what happened over there.
He said it wasn't cold.
The forklift was too heavy.
That's what happens when you got a big heavy rear end.
Ah!
It's called Big Bertha came over here and left her mark.
Yeah.
Now somebody's gonna have to fix it.
So our
Gotta
neighbors.
get some good dirt before we can fix it though.
Where we're gonna get the dirt to fix it?
I don't know, we'll have to get some somewhere.
So the forklift was too heavy and it destroyed our neighbor's lawn. So I'm glad you didn't get stuck. I thought you were gonna get stuck.
We're working on it.
I thought you were gonna get stuck. How much does that forklift weigh?
10,000 pounds.
Wow, and it was just sliding through that dirt like butter. Shovel some dirt from the cemetery.
Shovel away.
Shovel away. We got a wheelbarrow.
Come on.
All right, we're gonna fill this wheelbarrow up with dirt from the cemetery.
Nothing. You got all day. It's gonna be darker in a minute. Get some dirt.
Hello everybody, this is the evening of Friday, July the 19th, 2024. Stephen, why are you shoveling dirt from the cemetery? What in the world?
I'm a grave robber.
It's approximately 7 o'clock p.m. on Friday night, and we are in our local cemetery.
Ricky said she would come on here.
Cerulean
Load
Cemetery.
Up the dirt. You see who's been loading up the dirt.
We're at the Cerulean Cemetery, and as you can see, we have a wheelbarrow attached to our timber wolf Yamaha. And that is the dirt pile that they use to put on top of graves. I mean, we're clearly in a cemetery. So we're actually robbing the dirt from the dirt pile that they use for graves. So what are we doing? What is this all about, Stephen?
Oh, that's nice.
So, and you started out trying to help somebody. Tell us the story. You were trying to help somebody.
Just like when we're eating, you want me to talk. Now that I'm shoveling, running out of breath, you want me to tell stories. You did the digging, and I'll tell a story.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right. Like that's gonna happen.
All right. So our neighbor had a porch problem, and she had some issues with her porch. And Stephen thought, well, the steps on her porch, and Stephen thought he could take the forklift over there and raise up her steps with a forklift. But inevitably what happened is the forklift got stuck. Well, not really stuck, but it made some ruts. The forklift made some ruts in her yard. And so now we were not able to help her. And then the forklift...
Ricky done tore up her yard.
No, you accidentally tore up her yard because you didn't know that the forklift was going to do that. It was too heavy. The forklift was too heavy. Is that enough dirt, you think, to fix?
Can you get more dirt in it?
Well, probably not. But you said the forklift was 10,000 pounds?
10,900 pounds.
10,900 pounds. That's because it has a weight on the back of it, right?
It has a 3,500 pound weight.
A 3,500 pound weight, and the ground is soft from all the rain we've had. And so he tore up her yard. Now we gotta fix it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, look at what Ruthie did in her neighbor's yard. She got the forklift out and made these big craters in our neighbor's yard, and so we got to fix it now. So with graveyard dirt. So she's over there fixing it, like the good person she is. It's gonna get dark pretty soon. Tober, you see what your mama did? Yep, she did it. Uh-huh. Yep, that was all Ruthie's fault.
Well, Stephen didn't like the way I was doing it.
No, we'll be here tomorrow. Trying to fill up a couple of holes.
That reminds me, isn't there a movie called Holes? Yeah, there's a movie called Holes.
That porn or something?
No! It's a prison camp for young people, and they go out into
Filling up holes.
Yeah, they go out into the desert and dig holes. There's a movie called Holes, and we're not talking about that kind of hole, Stephen.
Well, you didn't specify.
Well, I mean, come on. So anyway, it's a movie about a prison camp for boys, and their job is to go and dig holes every day in the desert. I think it was 20 years ago that I saw that movie.
Is that what you think?
Are you just watching us? Hmm? So he was going to raise these steps up with the forklift. What were you going to do with these steps? When you had them raised? Do what?
Turn them into toothpicks.
Now, we didn't do this. That was already deteriorating. So to be clear, I want to point out that we did not do that. That was already deteriorating. But he was going to take the forklift to raise these steps up. But she's been our neighbor for 20 years. We can't leave her yard all torn up. 20 years this month. In fact, next week will be the 20th year anniversary that we signed the papers on our house. 20 years next month. I mean next week. 20 years next week. So she's been our neighbor for 20 years. She's 93, almost 94. So we can't leave her yard in shambles. I think AJ went on a bike ride, but I guarantee you he didn't wear his orange vest. You know, I asked him to always wear his orange vest when he goes out.
The ground is too soft.
Well, which one's heavier, the skid steer or the forklift?
Skid steer weighs 17,000 pounds.
Oh, the skid steer is 17.
But it has tracks, it doesn't have tires.
Right, so that makes a difference. So the skid steer would not have done this because it wouldn't have tires digging into the ground. It would have the track, so it would not have done that. Are we gonna have to go get some more dirt?
Looks like it.
Well, I'm thankful that you have the four-wheeler. That sure is convenient, isn't it?
Is it?
Well, yes it is. Praise the Lord.
Alright, let's go get some more dirt.
Okay. I'll have to go get some more.
I don't know if this will start. Nope.
Here, put your head behind me. Come on, let's make a selfie. Put your head behind me.
You gonna fill these holes up this time, or you gonna stand around and do nothing?
Stand around and do nothing. Did you see that man in the cemetery?
No, I had my eyes closed.
So, there was a man. I've seen him before. He had a lawn chair with him and his 2 dogs.
Maybe he misses somebody.
Well, sure he does. So there was a gentleman, a young man in the cemetery. We've seen him there before reading his Bible next to a tombstone, and he brings his 2 dogs with him. And we saw him earlier this week, and he had his Bible, and he was reading from his Bible at the tombstone, and just sitting there with his 2 dogs. Well, tonight he was writing something, like he was journaling something. So he was sitting next to, I don't know, I mean, obviously it's a family.
He was journaling about people robbing dirt from the graveyard.
Is that what he was doing? So anyway, I thought that was very poignant. If I had had the time, I would have liked to have talked to him. He had 2 German Shepherds at his side, sitting in a lawn chair as he was writing in a journal. So I don't know if that's a mother, a father, a sibling that he's mourning the loss of. I don't know, but that was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Oh, look at Tober. He's going to use that for his, look at that. Look, he's already found it. Look.
Use it for a bathroom?
Yep, he's going to use it for a bathroom.
Oh, I got to take a dump.
Well, that's what they're going to do. Look at him. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, that was not nice.
It's not nice for him to take a dump in woman's yard.
Well, I guess we didn't think we'd be spending our Friday night doing this.
Well, if you didn't mess up Wilma's yard, we know this is.
You're the one that messed it up.
Right. You are. See any more dips?
Well, how are we going to flatten this out? You have to ride over it?
Flatten it out?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean,
you're going to walk on it. That's how it's going to get flattened out.
I would have liked to have talked to that gentleman in the cemetery with his 2 dogs. I would have really liked to have stopped and talked to him and find out what his story is, you know? Like, what's your story? Is this a mom or a father that you're mourning the loss of?
We'll ask Wilma what she thinks.
Oh, okay.
Thought it would have either, but my gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty, especially right there. It's sopping wet right there.
That's why.
Sopping wet right
Well,
there.
that drain's out there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's air conditioning, you know.
That was from when he dug that ditch.
I think this place over here is always been a
here.
No, he was supposed to be going on a bike ride. So that dirt's gonna hold that up like that?
Huh?
That dirt's gonna hold her porch up like that?
It's not gonna hold her porch up, but it's gonna hold that thing in there.